Good Saturday afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to the Lawn Company channel. Mr. Lawn Company here, mid-drive at the day job, and we are going to do a little bit of maintenance on the SuperZ today. Having a productive weekend, but I have not done much maintenance on this the entire year, and since it is Saturday and it's Memorial Day weekend, I definitely needed to do some. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to stop and do this, and we'll just see in real time how long it takes to do it. What we're trying to accomplish today is the oil filter, fuel filter, and spark plugs, and of course the air filter. We're going to change the blades. We've got a new set of blades here. And then I'm going to switch back to these older, wider, taller tires. I've got slow leaks and everything, so I'm going to try to, while the oil is draining, I'm going to try to put slime in the old tires to see if they hold, and we'll give a review and see how well that works. So, if y'all want to stand by and stay tuned in, we'll see. Hopefully I don't ruin another X3 camera trying to make these videos. Are terrible about falling over. They're not terrible about falling over, it's just that when they do fall over, that ruins the entire camera. So you definitely want it sitting somewhere that the wind is not going to blow it over, or preferably you want it mounted. But I'm just going to sit it right there and hopefully not forget that it's right there, and we're going to see what we can get done. Alright, so got the oil filter off and the new one lubed up, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back on just because I don't want trash to get in it while I'm doing all the rest of the stuff. If it fit like at a downward angle like the cars do, then I would leave it off until the very end, so I can get, like, in my mind, it drains better if it's given more time to drain. So just a nice hand tighten on the oil filter, and that completes the oil drainage part. Next, I'm going to do a really easy one, which is the air filter. And oh my God, I forgot I had taken this off. So there's an inner filter and an outer filter, and I took the outer filter off to match it up at the mower shop, and I forgot to put that on. So I've run that for a couple of days with no outer filter, and that is definitely not okay. Probably wasn't a big deal, but it's a big enough deal. Unnecessary trash in the engine, which is never something we want. Fortunately, we've been getting a lot of rain, so it hadn't been too dusty, but you see it's still dusty enough by the looks of this machine. Okay, so reset the air filter plug, the air filter indicator, and then we set that back on, and that is the air filter done. Next we're going to move to the plugs. 2 plugs, 1 on each side. Shouldn't be too terribly difficult as long as I have a spark plug wrench, a spark plug socket, which I should. So I do have one, but it was not in the big Cobalt set, it was in the little one. And before I have premature celebration, make sure it fits. Yes, it does. Okay, so I'm gonna get the plugs out. And I try not to use, so I have a impact wrench too, but I don't use the impact wrench on anything but taking the wheels off. I used to use it for the spindles. Oh, yeah, that was definitely past due. Yeah, I used to use impact to change the spindles, but I don't think I even want to do that anymore. It's just too easy to strip something on a lawnmower, and nothing really should be that tight on a little ZTR like this. Your car and truck, or even a large tractor, would be a little bit different, but I just don't think it's worth the little time that it saves. And I like to feel the thread so I know it's anything. Wow. It's getting stripped. And I'm just using the MGKs. It says this is a box of 4, but it is not. It is 2. And just to give you an idea, that is the old versus new. I'd say we were beyond time to change. So we're gonna get the new ones in, if we can find the hole niche. Straight ahead of you, son. This shouldn't be a problem. My most valuable resource is this lifeline right here. Anytime. Forward it to the voicemail.
828-329-4590 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Good afternoon. We were calling because we're actually doing some maintenance on the Hustler Mower, and I got my other phone recording it, so that's why I'm calling you on this one. Believe it or not, we are doing maintenance, but I wanted to ask you, how tight do you put spark plugs? I'm changing my plugs, my filters, the oil, air filter, and blades today. I finally just stopped to go ahead and do it because it is far behind, and I said if it goes down, then I'm in worse shape than if I hadn't stopped. So anyway, you just hand tighten them like with a socket. Like, I'm not putting an impact on anything on the machine. I'm not even going to change the blades with the impact anymore, just because I don't want to tear anything up. But just with a socket, spark plug socket, how tight do you usually put yours? I guess I need to get a torque wrench and put it to the exact torque. But anyway, I thought you might know that right off the bat. But give me a call when you can. Bye. All right, so I think hand tight's gonna be okay for those. And then get them in there hand tight, and then you just feel that little snap. Put the wire back on. And next we're gonna do the fuel filter. So this has a fuel filter there, and it also has a fuel filter on the end of that breather line. I'm gonna change both of them, but that just seems strange to me that you have a fuel filter that just goes literally to the bottom of the machine. And so my question would be, where does it drain? Because that's where it comes out. So we're just dropping fuel on the ground? That doesn't seem right. Reposition my oil pan there, just in case we lose a little gas when we change that filter. Okay, and this shouldn't be too difficult, I hope. Just slide the clamp off there. I think this should have been done a long time ago too. I'm just going to tuck that back up there because I don't want all the gas to leak out of it and it loses its prime, which I think that's going to happen anyway, but and then I tuck that one over there, and I just let the filter drain into my oil there. Give me another shop towel to clean my hands. Mess up this nice manicure. So this is a good time to plug my gel nails. So yes, I do have abstract art on my nails, and they last until the design grows off, even with me working with my hands daily. Now, I do get stuff on them like that, which I don't care. Like, this is just, I like the expression of the gel nails, but I don't even think about like trying to save them or save my hands. I just work like I would normally, and they work pretty good. Like, they last a good 6 weeks most times. Okay, now what do we do with right here in front of my face? Now we're gonna put the clamp back over it. Anybody that knows me in real life will tell you I am the least mechanically inclined person, and I almost never do maintenance. But since this is a brand new machine, and I definitely have learned the lesson from not doing maintenance, I keep it going. I keep up on it. I try to, at least, because we can't afford any setbacks. So I think cutting the key on is supposed to cut the fuel pump on, but we'll see. Well, no, it doesn't, because this is not fuel injected, I don't think. I think we're gonna have to choke it in order to get the oil back up there. All right, so that's that fuel filter, and then we're gonna do this little buddy here. which it just comes out of there like so, and it doesn't even have a any kind of clip holding it in, so that makes it a little easier. I'm wondering, maybe there is no gas that actually comes out of here, and this is just more for keeping trash out, which is dirty. If anybody knows what that little thing is for, please let me know in the comments. But I'm gonna put, dang, I don't want to put this nice Mower filter on, but I think that's the only one I got for right now. So that's what we're gonna do. And pretty sure it was going down. So I don't think that should be that hard to get in there. And maybe it should be because there's no clamp, so it has to be pretty tight so it doesn't work itself off. Maybe. And then we're just going to stick it back in the hole if it's not too big, which it is. Dang. Okay, so that throws a little wrench in. I'm going to have to get the exact one, and that's probably why it was so hard coming on the other side too. I could have sworn I had another fuel filter laying around here, but I guess not. So in the meantime, we're just gonna throw this one back on here, and we'll get another one. I'm gonna go to the flea market tomorrow and see if I can find another one. All right, so that does plugs, oil, oil filter. Well, we have to put the oil back in. We're gonna let that drain a little more, and we're gonna get to change. Oh, I guess I can't change the blades. Well, I can, but it'd be more difficult. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna jack this up so I don't have to crank it up and see how that works. So I know I said I wasn't gonna use an impact wrench on the machine, but I am gonna use this 3/8 Cobalt impact wrench just to take the blades off. It's not as powerful as the 1/2-inch impact wrench that Cobalt that I have, but this just makes it a lot faster and a lot easier, and I don't think it's enough power to break or hurt the lugs. And this is one of the things that I appreciate the most about these machines, which I can change the blades. Like, I try to keep a fresh set always ready, but I could do this even on a job. I'm gonna show you in real time. Once I have the blades out, I'm on the side of the trailer, and even if I didn't have the impact, but the impact does make it a little easier. Just a 15/16. Boom, drop that one. Drop that one. Drop the last one. And if this was just a regular blade change, I just put the new ones back on already. But since we're doing, well, no matter what, I always try to clean out the grass that's stuck under here. It's my understanding that anything that acts like insulation will build up heat, and we don't want heat. Heat is death to the life of the spindles. which they said these were sealed, but I see a grease zerk fitting on them, or at least I have. Woo, that grass is loud. Make you think you're on the farm. But maybe grass definitely has a pungent odor to it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just mainly want to get the excess off, so like I said, it's not building up unnecessary heat under here, and it's just good to clean this stuff off. Probably shouldn't be doing it with a blade though. That's a good way to get yourself hurt or cut. And it speaks to how dull my blades are too. Because I'm definitely handling that by hand. Barehanded. That stuff is loud. Yeah, buddy. Smells like a hog pen. Or a dairy farm. And I'm not going to spend too much more time on this, just going to get the bigger chunks. And I'm not confident in my jack stand situation to be under here any longer than I have to. Which I definitely want to encourage safety. Life is definitely too precious and too short. Taking unnecessary risks. So we want to not do that anytime it can be avoided. As I put my head right back under here. And I always try to make sure mine are orientated to the right way. Would help if I had the impact orientated to the right way. So let's start that again. Why don't we? Come on. And also I want to say while we're doing this, any kind of work you should do when you're rested. This is something routine that, you know, like I know all of, so I'm not likely to miss a step just because I'm tired and not paying attention. But definitely on maintenance, you want to do it on an off day, a rainy day, or first thing in the morning when you're not rushed, which for lawn personnel, I think we're always rushed, but just do the best you can so that you're not making mistakes. just because you're tired. There is due to fatigue. All right, that's the last one. Got them all at 6 and 12. And that one did move a little bit, but I think it's so literally less than 5 minutes can change the blades on that. And now let's see how good of an operator Mitch really is, because I'm the only one that's been running this machine, and I'm just looking to see how bad the blades are ate up. They're not terrible, but I don't like that. Ooh. It will focus. Yeah, see, there's a little chip got taken out of that one. So I gotta be more careful just hitting stuff. So I have 3 sets of blades for that mower. I will pass those along to my father, and hopefully he will sharpen them for us and have them ready next week. I try to change the blades once a week. Side note, while we're on blades, I have got a bunch of old blades. They're rusted up, some more than others, but they don't fit any machines that I have now. These are just blades that we've collected over the years. So put in the comments what size blades you're needing, and I'll look and see if anything will fit, just what inch, and then the bore. These are all, I don't know what size they are, but I will find out. Let me know how long each blade, and it needs to be pretty close, and I'll send you, and how many blades you have. If it's 2 or 3 or even 1, I don't know too many more to have 1. But let me know what size you need, and I'll send you some absolutely free just for subscribing to the Lawn Company. And I'm not going to be using those, so let's work together and help each other out. All right, so we've got the blades done. Next thing is going to be putting oil back in the machine, and we're getting there. Another tip for you, always make sure you tighten the oil plug back up, or you're just pouring oil back on the ground. You don't want to do that, and I've done it more times than I care to admit. Not so much on lawn mowers, but definitely on the truck. And that rotella is not cheap. I'm not putting that too tight either. All right, and that was a, can't see it, 10 millimeter socket for the oil drain, and it must have come out of this box, because that one seems like it's got its 10. Or does it? Yes, it did come out of this one. All right, and now adding the oil. Clean funnel. like so. And we have the recommended Kawasaki 10W40 Kawasaki brand oil. I don't think I'm gonna go with that in the long run, but for this first couple, oh, too fast. The first couple, I definitely will. I'm not sure if we're just paying for the name. I was going to put the Rotella full synthetic that I put in the truck in here too, but the dealer advised against that, and I think it was more of the weight than the brand, and I guess diesel engine oil and lawnmower oil is not the same thing. I was really trying to keep this video under 20 minutes, and I think we're going to end up, by the time it's said and done, to be an hour in real time, which I guess is okay, but I wouldn't have done it in the middle of the day. But again, it needed to get done. I shouldn't have done all of this in the middle of the day. But I am terrible at my time and planning, so if I hadn't done it, there was no telling when it was going to get done. Got the slime pump primed. I think it says something like 24 to 30 pumps. 24 pumps. 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we got all 3 tires slimed. Just need to add air. So back to the oil so we can get the machine cranked up. 1 quart in and going to the second quart. I think it only holds 2. Pretty sure. But when I fill it, I check it and then run it for a little while and make sure that it is at the right level, like in between one job to the next. And I keep oil in the truck just for that exact reason. And the last step of this, which we're not going to do today, would be pressure washing the machine off. But like I said, we're not going to do that today because I got to get back to mowing. I'll wait till tomorrow to do that and make another video for it. So I like clean machines. They look new. Give you a sense of pride with it riding down the road. Looking brand new. that completes our little mini tune-up of the Hustler SuperZ. And yes, I did start the M3 just to hear it idle, to run that pump. I could have easily did it with the truck without starting it, but I just love that V8. There's something about that S65. Thank y'all for tuning in and bearing with me on my maintenance days. Next thing we're gonna do on our next episode is service this one up and attempt to replace one of the deck spindles, because I rounded the nut off on the bottom of it on our Walker Super B. So thank you again for tuning in. Please hit that like and subscribe button, share, and don't forget to let me know what size blades you need. And hope everybody has a safe Memorial Day weekend, and we'll catch you next time. Mitch Drive, Mr. Lawn Company,